Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from February 2nd through the 4th, 2024. This is for Leo. Last shuffle. Let's see what's going on, Leo. All right, Leo, what we have is loss and we have happy success. And there's something that happens where the thing is that you will be successful no matter what doesn't show up, because it shows that you may be waiting for something to come, waiting for someone to show up, waiting for something to happen. But what it seems like what you lose is confusion. You're not as confused. Okay? You'll be very successful at communicating. I think that whatever this is that you may be expecting someone to communicate with you very clearly the way that you communicate. And what you may lose is wanting, like for some of you, you may want to go tit for tat. Like, oh, okay, you want to be confusing. I'll go ahead and say, how like someone comes, you're like, how like when you are talking to someone, you're asking them questions, you have to be really, really patient with them. Like, so did you eat? Yep. What'd you eat? A sandwich. And it's like, oh, can you elaborate? I mean, like you're trying to have small talk, or you're trying to communicate with someone, and it seems like it's like pulling teeth. Yeah. So it seems like what you lose, you just finally, you're no longer disappointed, right? In the lack of reciprocity, you've just accepted it. There's something about just accepting that this is always going to be a disappointment, or this energy of this person will always be a disappointment. The happy success is Temperance and the Knight of Swords, and so this is talking about I can, now I will communicate with someone like a 5-year-old. Because you can't, expectations are leading to some serious disappointments here. 7 of Cups here twice, disappointment. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups here twice, Hanged Man with loss. That is, hey, I've lost the ability to communicate the same way back to a person. I think that's what you've been doing, is tit for tat. They're elusive with you, so you're elusive right back, and it's getting to a point where it's depressing you. And now you're saying, screw that. I'm not going to be depressed. I'm not going to be depressed. I'm not going to be stuck in suspension in this depressive state. I'm just going to continue to be the way I am, but I'm going to be successful at this, communicating instead of playing. I don't see you playing games, but I'm saying instead of playing games. Although, because sometimes the 6 of Pentacles, if there's a loss, it means that you're not getting back the same energy you're giving. I'm seeing communication. So you're communicating clearly, and then someone's kind of like, you ask them a question, is shrugging their shoulders, or they say, I don't know a lot. And you're just like, yes, you do know, because you're breathing, right? You have fingers and you were typing. So therefore you do know, like it's like, okay, I don't know. All right. And then you start doing it to them. Oh, Leo, what's going on? No, I don't know. Right. This is something where you're just like, nah. You're going to be successful at restoring a balance with yourself and communicating better over the weekend. I'll just say that. Dark thoughts are the Star and the Lovers. I think you're looking really far into the future and trying to decide whether or not this can be healed, or things could get better. You're just looking forward, like, I don't even know if things could get better. If I have to deal with confusion, not knowing what's going on, just sitting, always waiting. Somebody may always keep you waiting for details, and you may be looking far ahead in the future going, I don't know. I just don't even know, right? If you have dark thoughts about the Star or Lovers, which are highly positive energies, you are think something cannot be healed, or that it's not in a person, or it's not part of this, it's not part of what you're dealing with. Like, healing is definitely not synonymous with whatever Leo's dealing with. Is it going to get better? Can you be hopeful and have faith that this, it would be a natural occurrence or a divine intervention that would make something be what it needs to be? Will it ever align? Will things ever align? There's a lot of questions. right? Is this something that's ordained by spirit or not? Because if not, I don't want to continue to be in this place where I'm feeling low and I'm feeling depressed, or I'm feeling embarrassed or regret dealing with something, or resenting. There's a resentment here. All this time I put into something and all you could say is 3 measly words when I said 20. You know what I mean? Taking steps is 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. And I think that what you're intending on doing is spending your time wisely, spending your time rebuilding, or feeling, you know what I mean? Feeling happier, satisfied with yourself. So I see you focusing more on what you want instead of what makes you sad. Because I mean, what are you going to do with this? But they are showing that you are aware or thinking far ahead. And when you think far ahead, what's really on your mind is, can this be resolved? Can this be healed? Right? Is this ordained in the stars for this to be healed? Because I don't know. You know, happy success though is that you're going to be really patient and communicate clearly, regardless of whether you're being communicated back clearly. Because what is the point of returning their energy, returning to sender and all this? It's not really doing anything for you except for causing sadness. I was just speaking with someone the other day about return to sender, and then they were wondering why they still felt really anxious and sad. And I'm like, I was listening to, I think her name is Queen Cups, right? And the truth of it is, right? And she's on YouTube. Very insightful individual. One thing is for certain. You can't go tit for tat with darkness, right? It's like you bring confusion, matching confusion. All you're bringing back to you is disappointment, sadness, regret, guilt, shame, embarrassment. You're feeling all the things that person, they're being elusive with you. And there's a reason for it, you know, of course, maybe deceptive even, but that also breeds guilt and shame. And now you're returning it back to the person. So all you're doing is manifesting that in yourself, you know? And so someone was just speaking to me about that. Like, I don't feel any better. And I was like, you don't do return to sender. You transmute that energy. You turn it into white light. You turn it into something better, right? Returning it back to someone only makes you now the toxic person. You're giving back toxicity, whether they gave it to you or not. You know, tit for tat, never. And not that, I mean, it's sort of borderline when you're returning to sender. No, I don't want that. You can have that back. You know, sometimes that could be, you know, dark. And so either way, I could go on jump on a soapbox and go on a tangent on that one. But however, you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, a Gemini. But we also have a Libra. Okay? So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Pisces cusp. If you're not dealing with these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.